Hey guys, it's Victor here. So today I decided to shoot this video. I haven't prepared for it. I was thinking about the topic of today's video, and then suddenly in the morning I got the DM message from one of you guys. One of you DM'd me, asked me about learning Chinese, so I decided to answer this question in this video pretty much. Yo, I like your videos a lot, man. How many hours a day did you spend studying Chinese? I always try to study Chinese as much as possible. If you start studying like for a few hours, for 3 hours or 4 hours every day, right from the start, it will be really hard for you to persevere, to be consistent. So what I recommend you to do is just like start studying Chinese just 1 hour a day, and try to write down how many minutes you study every day in Excel spreadsheet. Using this kind of method, you can track how many minutes a day do you really study. I recommend you to start with studying just for 1 hour a day, and then you can study for 2 hours, for 3 hours, for 4 hours. If you can study for 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, of course this is the best way to master Chinese. But I doubt that many of you can study for like 4 hours, 5 hours a day, every single day. So what I recommend you to do is just like start with 1 hour a day and just gradually make your way to up to 2 hours a day. I actually have an Excel spreadsheet on my phone, and here I track how many minutes a day I study Korean for. So here you can see that this is my, I don't know whether you can see it or not, but I kind of tracked my time for 1 year. On the day before yesterday, I studied Korean for 110 minutes. In Excel, there is a function you can kind of, you can see how many minutes a day you study on average. And this is really important because so many people, they say, I study 1 hour a day, but this is not true. If you didn't study today and you studied 1 hour yesterday, it means that you study 30 minutes a day. It doesn't mean that you study 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day is actually, it's a really good result if you can get it on average. Sometimes you study 2 hours, sometimes you study 3 hours, sometimes you study 30 minutes, but on average you study 1 hour a day. It's a really good result. So what I would recommend you to do is just be consistent. Start with 1 hour, and if you are able to be consistent with studying for 1 hour on average every day for 1 month, then you can kind of upgrade your way up to 2 hours, 3 hours. And the right answer here is that to master Chinese, you should study as much as possible. But if you start with studying as much as possible, it will be really hard for you to stay consistent. Try to study in the morning, because you can read the book which is called One Thing by Gary Keller. You can read the book which is called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. And so many successful people, they actually recommend to do studying or to do those kinds of activities which are really important in the morning, because it's really hard to focus, it's really hard to have willpower to make yourself to study for 1 or 2 hours in the evening. And it doesn't matter if today you couldn't study for 1 hour. What matters is that whether can you be consistent over long periods of time. Even after 1 year, maybe you will not be able to speak fluently. It's okay. I think I was studying Chinese for like 1 to 2 hours a day, and after 1 year I couldn't speak fluently. And then when I came to China, I could start speaking, and I could start communicating, practicing Chinese, and after a few months I became fluent. Progress is really, it's really slow at the beginning, and it's really, really quick when you achieve a certain level. Thank you guys. I hope you liked the video. If you didn't subscribe for my YouTube channel, please subscribe, post your comments below, and as always, until next time.